guys, it's Carla and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I plan my videos and how I set everything in and just know what I'm talking about at least. Because I feel like my videos are not that planned, like I don't structure everything I say, but I'm a really like organized person except in my room. Like my room's like eh. But like about everything else, like my homework, school, almost everything else, I'm pretty organized and I like to just know everything that I'm doing, and if I don't know what I'm doing and like my plans get messed up, I usually freak out and I'm like, oh no. So I just wanted to like show you guys how I do it and the process of it, and yeah. Also, do you guys like the new background? I was getting really tired of the last one because it's not Valentine's anymore and it was all pink and everything, and yeah, so now I'm in my bed and I hope the lights look like bokeh or bokeh. Like that's the only reason why I bought this lens, so that better work. Anyways, let's get started with this video and bye. What I use to film my videos is not a planner or just a notebook. Well, I mean it is just a notebook, but I use just a plain old notebook, but I made it into a bullet journal. And if you don't know what a bullet journal is, it's basically you just take a normal notebook that you have just laying around and I'm gonna be really bad at explaining it, but if you want to check out what it's about and you know how it works, then click right here. But basically a small thing, like I'm gonna be really bad at like describing it, but it's basically you take a calendar and notes, and like let's say you have a notebook for your notes and checklists and everything, and then you have a planner. You put those together and it's like journaling, like writing down what you did in the day, but instead of like writing a bunch, you just make little lists. And making lists helps, I can't even say it right, but it helps me a bunch, and it's a really quick way to organize your stuff, and you don't even have to try. Like you can just get a random notebook, and okay, a bunch of people on the internet use like really fancy pens, but like to be honest, I use a mechanical pencil because like cheap for life. So yeah, how I do it is I just first set up a calendar. In here I just write down the days and everything, and I put when I'm gonna edit, when I'm going to like, it's called a future log basically, and it's right here. And you put, after that you put like your month that you're doing, and for me it's April, so you put down the days of the whole month, you just list them out, and then you can put a little list of things that you're doing that day, or like a major thing that you're doing that day. And what I like to do is list there if I'm filming or anything like that, and I put a little symbol of the YouTube play button because I thought it was cute. And that's how I know that when I'm gonna film, edit, and publish everything, and make thumbnails. Thumbnails is such a big thing for me to do. And after that, I go into a new fresh page, because you can have like your daily logs, and that's, you list out everything that you're doing that day, but you can also just ignore that and just in a blank new piece of paper. That's kind of the whole purpose of this. It's just that you can use it as a notebook or a planner, and you can just write whatever you need to. And in a new blank piece of paper, I usually write like the name and the title of the video and when it's gonna be filmed, edited, and published, and the thumbnail, when I'm gonna make the thumbnail, because I feel like thumbnails are such a big part of YouTube that most people just kind of ignore it, and I think it's really, really important, so I don't know. But yeah, after that I put if it's a collab or not, but I barely even do collabs, so but after that I usually like to set out how I'm gonna film it, like make kind of like a timeline. And in the timeline, like first I'm talking about why it's good, and then like let's say I'm planning this video. I actually didn't plan this video, go Carla. But in the beginning you can put like talk about why this is important. then talk about other people that do it, and then talk about, you know what I mean? It's just like do a little checklist of everything that you need to do and make it into a timeline, so when you film it or you're editing it, you know what's gonna happen, you know what's gonna be happening. And after I have all of that, I like to think about what I'm gonna film, basically, or the B-roll. And B-roll here is the definition, if you don't know what it is, but it's like a term in newscast, I think, or just in movies in general. I don't know if it's in film, the term, but yeah. It's basically like little videos that go over while you're talking, like right now, and I plan those a lot, and I just want to know how I'm gonna film it. And sometimes I storyboard it, which is drawing out how the thing is gonna look like. So let's say that I'm filming me walking around with my backpack. I actually draw it, and sometimes I do that, but it takes such a long time that I just kind of skip it. But yeah, I just kind of plan out how it's gonna happen, so it doesn't take me such a long time to film, and then in the end I just don't even get what I need to, and I get really bad footage, and I'm like, no. So after all of that, I finished filming all of my B-roll. I actually filmed my talking part at the end of everything because I like to know how it's gonna turn out, so I can tell you guys what happens and everything. So yeah, I film my talking part at the end. So I usually don't plan this. I just like to like have key points of what I'm talking about. So yeah, because I feel like it sounds so robotic when people like, it's like I don't script it. I don't script anything really, because I'm really bad at doing scripts or writing in general. But I don't know, I just really like to know what I'm talking about, because then if I don't, I'm just gonna be like, so planning. But anyways, so after all of that, I finally get done with it, and I'm editing it, and my timeline thing helps a bunch. And I usually also plan out what the music I'm gonna use even before I film it, because when I know what music I'm doing, I kind of get the feel of everything, the whole video, and I kind of know how I want it to be, like so upbeat and everything like that. So I really like to choose the music that I'm using before I even record the video. So yeah, I feel like that helps a lot. I plan out a lot of things, as you can probably tell. Anyways, hope you guys liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up, and I hope you learned something, or just taught you, you know, some cool tricks, or got to know how crazy planning controllive I am. Like technically that's really controllive, like planning out every single thing I'm doing in the video. Yeah, that's pretty controllive. But I hope you guys liked it. If you want me to do more of like this type of like YouTube kind of videos, because I actually love editing, and I love doing like editing hacks and everything, and if you guys want me to do part 2 on how I edit my videos, because I feel like I don't really edit my videos anymore on how I edited how I edit my videos, because that was actually the first day that I got Final Cut. Like I literally got home and I filmed the video. Like I didn't even have time. I just bought all the like edition packs things and put it into Final Cut, but I literally had no idea how to use it. So if you guys want me to do a part 2 to it, then you guys should leave a comment down below. Or if you want me to do a how I edit my thumbnails, because I've noticed that you guys really like my thumbnails, I can teach you some stuff. And I don't know, I just kind of want to do some like editing hacks kind of videos, because I have a lot of stuff. And if you want to watch my how I edit my videos, then click on the card either right here or here. I'm sorry, but yeah, you can just click that. And yeah, hope you guys liked the video, and see you on my next one. Bye!